Welcome to the Connect Show. I'm Judy Sylvia, and I am delighted to be your host today. Thanks so much for joining us today and each week as we introduce you to wonderful people, businesses, organizations making a difference in Southwest Florida. Let's welcome Dwayne Jackson, Hoops on Mission. Dwayne, welcome to the Connect Show.
Hello.
All right. Well, we chatted yesterday and shared about what you were doing, and it's really inspiring. I'm just so excited to have you on the show. So, give us a little background, though, so our viewers get to know and who you are. And
well, I was born in Fort Myers, Florida, in single parent home, and I had a stepdad and my biological dad. They was both in prison at the time. So, I played basketball. So basketball, when everything was going on around me, basketball was my anger outlet. So every time I got angry, I go play basketball. So long story short, I played basketball and I became very good at basketball.
Very good.
Very good. And
what a great outlet.
Yes, yes. Because that's all I did. I slept with my basketball. I did everything with my basketball. So basketball was just my identity at the time. So I went to college. I went to Charleston Southern University. And after Charleston Southern University, I ended up getting a tryout with the Los Angeles Lakers. So NBA.
So hold on, back up here. So you went through high school. Did you play basketball for the high school?
Yes, I played at Mariner High School.
Okay.
In Cape Coral, Florida.
Shout out to Mariner. Woo-hoo.
Shout out Mariner.
Okay. And then did you go to college to play basketball?
Yes.
I mean, did they recruit you?
I got a basketball scholarship.
So that's a big deal.
Yes.
Yeah, you're just kind of passing over that. Like,
I'm sorry.
no big
I'm
deal.
sorry.
There's a lot of high school students that are going, yeah, I want to go to college on a basketball scholarship.
Yes.
That's awesome. So you must have been pretty good.
Yes, I was pretty good. I was pretty good.
All right, so you're in college and you're playing basketball.
Playing basketball at Charleston Southern University. And at Charleston University, it's a Christian school. So at that time in my life, that's when I started to grow up and really mature and really find out who Jesus really is. So at that time, I ended up going, after college, graduating college. I graduated college, and I was the first person in my family to graduate college, which was very big for me and my family.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, and so Charleston Southern, then I went to the Los Angeles Lakers. So when I'm trying out with the Los Angeles Lakers, I did real good, but I didn't make the team. So when I didn't make the team, I became depressed. I didn't know what else I was going to do, so I moved back home. So still trying to pursue the NBA, I met a friend, and he said, you should start training kids for basketball. So when I started training kids for basketball, that's when I really felt like that's what I wanted to do. So I started training kids.
Now hold on, you're not telling the story because we chatted yesterday.
I know.
So when you didn't make the team, I mean, natural human disappointment.
Yes, yes.
But you had said to me, it was probably the best thing for me.
It was the best thing for me because at that time I wasn't ready. I didn't have no relationship with Jesus at the time. So if I would have made it, it probably would have been the right thing. So God had all his whole perfect plan laid out for me.
So you would have been one of those celebrity basketball players with no morals that we would just go, oh, you're disappointing everyone. And, and instead, God's totally turned it.
Totally turned it around. And I realized I had to start putting people before myself. So when I started putting people before myself, and that's when my life started to change. So when I did that, I decided to start an organization called Hoops on Mission. So Hoops on Mission is basically so many kids in my community in Fort Myers, Florida, in the Dunbar community, and all over the world, they are drawn into me because of basketball and everything that I did, but they don't know the story behind that. So what I do is I use basketball as a platform to tell kids about Jesus, and I do it all over Fort Myers and all over the world.
That is really cool. And you went on a missions trip.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes, I went on a mission trip to Haiti. I went to Haiti, and it really blew me away because of the poverty. And what really was amazing was, to me, that the kids always smiled. They always had joy. They was always thankful and content with what they had, even though they was living in like little shacks and didn't have running water and things like that. But at that time, I played basketball. I was dunking and doing all this ooby-dooby jazz. But so many kids were drawn into me because I was playing basketball, and I realized my calling. Okay, God, this is what you want me to do. I'm gonna use this to bring people to you, show people what
and
you
so
did in my
that
life.
mission trip was a turning point.
Yes.
All right, Dwayne, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk about the program, Hoops on a Mission, what it does and what it is.
Yes.
All right, don't go away. Telling you, you're going to be inspired today. Welcome back to the Connect Show. We're visiting with Dwayne Jackson, Hoops on a Mission. All right, Dwayne, so tell us, what does Hoops on a Mission look like? What's a program?
Well, Hoops on Mission exists to educate and empower youth by using mentoring and athletics with the goal of telling kids about Jesus. So last year I was a teacher. I was a 4th grade teacher at school. And this summer, tragic hit me, my family, and 2 of my cousins were gunned down in the Dunbar community.
Oh,
so
sorry.
it was very sad. It was very hard on my family and I realized I have to do something about it. I can't just sit around and wait. So I decided to do Hoops on Mission full time. So what I'm doing now, Hoops on Mission, is we're doing basketball camps. We're actually starting to get into schools by doing mentoring programs and also doing assemblies all over Southwest Florida and different counties all around Florida and the world.
That is really cool.
Yes.
So that's a big step. I mean,
Yes.
God's called you, and you've said, yes, Lord, and you're full time.
Full time right now.
Wow, that's incredible. So tell us about maybe some of the lives that, how you're impacting the youth.
Well, so many kids are drawn into me. And with a lot of stuff going on in the Fort Myers area, in the Dunbar community, I just feel like I could be a light in my community when it's so dark right now. So many kids are drawn into me. So I can tell them I overcame obstacles. I graduated college. I almost made it to the NBA, but I'm not. But I'm back here because this is where God wants me to be, which a lot of kids don't understand that. But this is amazing what God is doing in my life right now. So being a role model to kids by inspiring them and motivating them all the time and encouraging them, and it's changing lives all over Southwest Florida.
Incredible. So they come just thinking they're going to have fun and play basketball, and they realize, wow, there's so much more.
Yes.
That's
yes.
awesome.
And it gives the kids a sense of belonging. So a lot of kids, when the teachers tell me to go talk to them, they experience, they're probably single parent home, no father in the home. Their dad probably in prison, probably facing abuse. But those kids, when Hoops on Mission comes into your school, I provide something like this is yours. This is what it's all about. So I give them incentives of sometimes I provide food for them and different types of stuff just to show them that you can do it. Just encourage them. Just be a light for them, for the youth.
That is awesome. And so you're doing camps and mentoring, and that is great. How about the audience? How can they get involved? What kind of help do you need?
Well, right now I just need sponsoring because some kids can't afford basketball camps. So I basically just make it happen, sponsoring. And right now in the month of November, we're doing Adopt a Family. So what we're doing is kids in the families in the Dunbar community, I just tell people about just providing Thanksgiving meal for them because I feel like Thanksgiving is so important. So we're providing Thanksgiving meals for them. That's very important. And also in December, I'm doing a basketball and a Bible drive. So I go around in inner city Fort Myers and different projects locally, and I just go there and give little kids basketballs because they love basketball, but I also give them a Bible and be able to spread the gospel with them that way.
Wow.
That's what it.
That is incredible. So you just kind of brushed over that, but there's a lot of people, especially as we move into the holiday season, and I think people start realizing, wow, you know, I've been blessed, I want to bless someone else, and maybe they don't know. So your contact info has been on the screen.
Yeah.
So if I can just be bold here, so you need help. How many families do we need to feed for Thanksgiving? Or
My goal right now is 100.
100.
100.
Okay, and what's the cost of sponsoring? Or
Well, each for a family, it's only $40 to provide a Thanksgiving meal for a family. It's only $40 per family to have a great Thanksgiving meal.
All right. So we can do that.
Yes.
All right. So Thanksgiving meal for 100 families. People can reach out to you.
Yes. And also different programs that I do. The school possibly they can't fund me, so for me to reach more schools and train people up so they can come along aside of me, I do need funding for that as well.
Okay. You know, Dwayne, you're just amazing to me. You're a difference maker in our community. So you were teaching, had a full-time job, secure benefits, all of that,
Yes.
and you took a step of faith.
Yes.
Now, do people say, Dwayne, are you crazy? What are you doing?
Yes. A lot of people say I'm crazy. A lot of people say a lot of things, but I know what God has for my life, and He called me to do this. And you think about Peter, how in the Bible Jesus said, follow me, give up fishing and follow me. So I just felt like this is what God called me to do, and I'm gonna trust Him, and I'm gonna just keep pursuing what He has called me to do.
That is great. And as an educator, I mean, who better to reach the youth on so many different levels? I really love how God works everything out. So if you weren't playing basketball when you were younger, where would you have been?
Honestly, I probably, without a father in my home, I had a strong mom who I love so much. She's my hero. I probably...
Yay, Mom. Give her a shout out, right?
Yes. Love you, Mom. Love you. With the crowd, with the people that I was hanging around with, I probably would have ended up down the wrong path.
Down the wrong path.
Yes.
And what age did you find the Lord?
I found the Lord. Okay, so when I was at a younger age, I was going to church, but at home it was chaos. It wasn't really real with me, and I seen things happening at church, but at home it wasn't really church. So I accepted Jesus in my life when I went to college. So even though I was going to church, I didn't have a relationship with Jesus.
Right.
So now I have a relationship. So at Charleston Southern, that's when I accept Jesus into my life for the first time.
That is really cool. All right, Dwayne. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for taking time to come on the show, and truly thank you for being a difference maker in our community. I'm just so excited and in awe of how God is using you, and you're a willing vessel to use the gifts and talents that He's given you.
Yes.
So God bless, and we're going to raise that money for those families in Thanksgiving.
Yes.
All right, great. Thanks for watching. God bless you.